All right. Well, I know it's been a long time since I've done a video on the Mustang, so I figured I'd give an update on the car, let you guys know where it's at. So here she is. I've been driving her quite a bit. Took her to her first show last month, first car show. They have a car show not too far from here. It's in the next little town up from here. They have it at Hardee's. You know, it's not a pay show or anything. It's just a fun show. And I took the car, took my kids. It's at a Hardee's, so we had hamburgers and everything, French fries and Cokes, which, you know, it's like the all-American thing. So it was fun. A few people are interested. They're mostly older crowd, but I still got a lot of people come over and look at it. But as far as updates on the car, well, as you can see, I went ahead and did a tune-up. I put all new spark plug wires, all new spark plugs, distributor cap, rotor, what you'll call it here, I can't think of the name, but anyway, it got a full tune-up. And even before I did that, I went ahead and I got a new carburetor. It's a refurbished Edelbrock. It's a 500 CFM. I just figured this was a better way to go than the 600. When I pulled the plugs on the 600, they were pretty dirty, a lot of soot. But I went ahead, I decided to switch over to this one instead. I got it off of eBay, and it really wasn't very expensive. I think it was $230 shipped. And this is an older version. It still says Weber on it, if you can see. Weber actually owns the patent to these carburetors. They bought it from Rochester. And then Edelbrock, of course, had, you know, gotten it. But yeah, this is an older one. It does say Weber. It is a manual choke. But I don't have the choke hooked up. Really no reason. Plus, where the mount goes is over here, and I got the banjo fitting in there. So I just didn't go ahead. I mean, here in Florida, it's not very cold, so there's really no need for a choke here. So I went ahead, I just never hooked it up. It's just open. And then after I got the carburetor, I went ahead and I bought this bracket also off of YouTube, or I mean eBay. It's an ex-Marine. Him and his daughter make these, and it's pretty nice. You know, it worked. It fit perfectly on here. Did exactly what I needed it to do. It's nice and firm now. So the car, as far as the throttle goes, it works really well. What other things do we do? Did some wiring work over here. It's really not 100% done. I want to come up with a better deal, but it works. I went ahead and I put this starter relay in it. Pretty decent one. But in this section of wiring, I found a wire nut, like a household wire nut, hooking 4 wires into 1 wire going onto the starter relay. 2 of the wires didn't even do anything. I never hooked those back up. I just did these 2 main. So I went ahead and fixed that. And then on the inside of the car, I didn't pull the whole heater assembly, but I did pull the fan assembly out of the car, which was pretty easy. You just I had to take the kicker panel out, and I had to remove the glove box, and it's just 2 bolts that hook it up. It was all full of rat droppings, and yeah, it was just nasty. I don't plan on using the heater in this because, again, Florida, and I don't drive this car in bad weather. But the fan was all, the plastic blades were broken on a lot of the blades, so there's just no point. I did find some wires in this section that were, they had been chewed up by a mouse, for sure. I fixed those, so they're all good again. But yeah, car runs. Oh, and then the last thing I've done is the old latch assembly was not working well at all. I had to slam this hood to get it to work. So I found this one used on eBay for 50 bucks shipped, and well, it works. So I'm pretty happy with that. I don't have to grab both hands and yank at the hood release like before. You know, you had to be like Thor to be able to open the damn hood on this thing. So now I can just one-handed pull it. Works. Still haven't done anything with the radio. I'll eventually just have a radio installed in this, but you don't need a radio to drive it around, and it's fun just to drive. But here, start the car up. Look, the fast seatbelt thing works, and the gauges do work. The alternator gauge works. The temp gauge works. It's just cold right now, but you can see oil pressure works. Of course, the fuel gauge doesn't work, and neither does the tachometer. And of course, none of these work, but I don't really care about any of that. Yeah, there's the engine running. Go ahead and shut the hood off. I'll do a full walk around. Look, just put it in. Click. Here's a full walk around of the car. Sorry about that, I'm in the lawn right now trying to walk here. Yeah, that's the update on the Mustang so far. Motor's been running good. Yeah, she's been running and driving. It's a little hot right now, so I haven't been driving as much, but it's a fun car. I'm really happy with it. Here, maybe I'll go ahead and let you guys hear what she sounds like. Drive down a little bit. Alright, anyways, there's the Mustang here in June. We just came back off vacation, and I figured this was my first day off since coming back, so I figured I'd do a video on her. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Later.